Alright, what's up y'all? It's LakerFan here. In today's video, we got two different stage gameplays. Now you can see we're on the 10K court right in the middle. Now one thing I'm going to say about this middle court, first of all, before we get into this vid, bro. The one tough thing about this, I like the scenery, I like that it's right in the middle. It makes it for a very, impactful area in the stage, obviously. But the one place that sucks about it is when people load in or spawn in to this court, bro, people will just constantly be on the court and it's tough. But anyway. The only shots, my man changes gamertag, clan change, simple as that. He's a playmaking shot creator 99, Kitchen on the two-way sharp, and then me on the finisher. Crazy lineup. This is my favorite threes trio to run. By far, probably the best lineup that I have available to me. But anyway, you're going to see they have a glass lock as their big man, perimeter lockdown, and then an offensive threat. The second game, they're going to have two offensive threats, but I'm here to tell you and kind of segue into a topic where I'm here to talk about defense on the stage threes especially. Now, in threes, just in general, defense is going to be very premium. You see they try to force a shot right there. When you can get ahead in this score, it's so important. Now, the first team we play against, this big is a rim sharp. He can shoot, so it opens up their offense a little bit. My player at a small forward finisher, I don't have the highest three-pointer, and you see they make the switch right here too. So they already have the guard on me. They have this big on Kitchen. We were going to go ahead and just run the pick and roll through Kitch, but then I get this back door pretty easily. However, we do miss this, and then thankfully still get the dunk. So anyway, regardless, my whole topic of this video, but the first one is a bit more offensive. You're going to see, though, I want to talk about how starting down in the stage can really lead you, like this shot right here, so impactful whether you want to believe it or not. The fact that they miss and now we have a chance to go up 5-0 instead of them being up 3-2 is so impactful. And boom, now we go up 5-0. So all I'm here to say is defense and getting stops just in general on the stage can be so impactful, because what you're going to see a lot of these teams do, obviously everybody on the court, when you're playing in the right situation, you see we get the bump steal right there. I go for this fake pass because I see we don't have numbers, but you're going to see, but dang, man, I get this stupid steal. But like I said, a lot of the time, everybody on this court is going to be a skilled ball handler or a very good lockdown. Kitchen, I would say, is both. And then AK is a unreal ball handler. You're going to see a lot of the stuff the dude does is crazy. You're going to see in this gameplay. But my whole topic of this is my build is an inside big man build. Although it's a small forward, yada yada, you can call it what you want. I consider it to be an inside big man. I function as that, but then can do my own little hybrid ISO stuff when I want to. Obviously on the stage, I'm going to be a lot more conservative with it and not do too many crazy things. And not to mention, getting three-pointers is the premium thing to do in the stage, obviously. Now, you see he has to just chuck up, AK has to just chuck up a bad shot right there. That's mostly on me, just, again, not being able to shoot. But at the end of the day, we have to overcome the lineup adversity we face with this. For the most part, slashers, I will say this. The mobility helps a lot on the twos. Also, hang on, we're going to break this down real quick, because in the moment, I'll put it like this. I may be a big man, but I like to backseat point guard quite a bit. So, okay, we had to make a little cut. The buffering was getting real bad. So, anyway, you see, this is what I was here to break down. You see AK has this big man on him. Now, if I roll, now he's going to be wide open if he just stays put, right? Like, either the big man's going to drop, or if he doesn't, then I get wide open. If he does drop, then he's wide open. But you're going to see what he does. He comes back to me. Now, this is the #1 rule in my book of not doing that in pick and roll. But you're going to see he adjusts a little bit. I'm not going to lie. He does it again later in the vid. But I just want to detail that for anybody who's interested in learning a little bit. When you have the big man switching onto you, stay there, because it will force that switch that they don't want to make. And you can either run it back and rescreen and slip, or you can just have your guard ISO the big. Or if your big man is going to dominate, then he can ISO the guard. But regardless, he does get an open three right here. It gets the green on it. But my whole point is, he could ISO the big, put him in the blender, or we could just, like I said, dump it down to me, or we can run that rescreen and slip, because we know they're probably going to try to switch when we run it back. It's simple as that. But like I said, moving back toward me is not the greatest move. But anyway, you see, just a nice pick and roll play by them. They get the open two. It's me being a little too hesitant to, obviously I'm going to give up the 2-point attempts when we have the lead. Now, again, that details all the way back to my topic of this video, is defense is so important in this stuff. You see, I could have dotted Kitchen in the corner, but defense is so important to this stuff. It's just, as soon as you get down massively right here, like they're down 5-0, or not 5-0, but they're down by 5. This is a tough thing to overcome in this stage, because like I said, all the ball handlers are very skilled, and when you can focus all your defense into just stopping them from scoring threes, it's pretty easy to stop. And I'm gonna just put it like that. It's pretty easy to just give up twos, and if you believe in your offense enough to kind of carry a 5-point lead and just give up easy twos and allow yourself to keep scoring with them. Simple as that. Now again, you see AK is just out here. He's crazy with it, bro. But I will say, again, he probably could have slowed down a little bit, let the big fully switch onto him rather than trying to shoot before the help defense gets there. But let's just show 2K some love for that. I wanna show some appreciation. And also, nice move by him, gets the open 3 for the green. I want to show some appreciation to 2K for that, because what always used to be a problem was these 7-3 bigs would be so mobile and so good at like contesting perimeter shots, and now that's completely different. Their mobility is bad, their perimeter defense rating is horrible, so when they jump out like that, their contest impact is so much less important. You see right here, again, I get in Kitchen's way. My man was playing his best effort of defense, but I just kind of got in his way on that. So now AK's on a shot creator takeover. This stuff goes crazy, bro. Like, honestly, I'm not even saying the shot creator takeover is what's insane. It's just the ball handling boost and the three-pointer boost and all the mid-range and stuff, and just his ability to fade when this thing is on. That is a huge impact, and I just wanted to detail that a little bit. But anyway, again, you see we're just kind of 3-up at this point. This is where they run it back. Like I said, doing that kind of allowed us to switch back, but regardless, he gets the drive down the middle. Pretty easy take. Now, bro, you just wait and see what this man does right here. So he gets the drive, boom, spins back out to the 3-point line, puts both these dudes in a blender, and you see he ends the game with 18 points, shooting 6 for 8. And then Kitchen had the 1-for-1 3. I got 1 dunk. Like I said, it's not really the most team-oriented like basketball, but obviously in the stage you got to do what you got to do. It's simple as that. So anyway, we're going to transition to gameplay number 2. So in gameplay number 2, this is more of a defensive game. It's a lot more of a grinded out game for both teams. That one I would say went very, very smoothly, and we'll just detail a couple of the defensive adjustments and kind of strategies that everybody in the stage be doing, especially when playing an inside big. Now, these guys do have an inside big, so I just do want to detail that. So we went from playing a rim sharp the game before to now we have an inside big on this team, but with the 2 inside bigs comes they have 2 offensive threats, no lockdowns. So with that already out of the way, we love to see that, obviously, because that means AK is never going to have a defender on him. Now, the whole point of this lineup, though, what's so crazy about it, is Kitchen, CB chillin'. I don't know if anybody's new to the channel, but I call AK shots, or, you know, I call shots AK and CB chillin' Kitchen. Regardless, the whole point of our lineup, it's so nice that Kitchen has 86 ball control as well, so, or at least with the floor general boosts. So basically we have 2 ball handlers, but Kitchen can play as a lockdown too. Now right here again, this is why I be trying to tell AK, just don't freak out so much when, and I'm just, like I said, it's me backseat point guarding a little bit, but I feel like I do have a lot of, you know, advice and adjustments that I could be making for him. So my point is, if he would just slow down, not pump fake, not look to shoot so much out of those little switches, as you see the point guard is MIA for 1 possession, but if he just would kind of let the big fully switch onto him and let them create that full switch where they put the guard back on me, like I said, he can either put him in the blender or he could just run the rescreen and slip, where I just will go really early and not set an actual screen. It's a real easy thing to complete. But anyway, you see I jump out right here, probably force a miss. I don't know what to think anymore of like the 5% contest. I don't know if like dudes really just miss because of that, or if it's just kind of, I don't know, like just an unlucky miss. You see right here though, they got us jumping. They got all of us jumping, me and Kitchen. And then, again, they get an easy board. I get the reach. Like I said, this is a much more grinded out game. They're both about, I'd say, probably like 7 minutes, however. But anyway, you see right here, they're going to kind of hit him with that fake pass. I almost get the interception off of that. And now I'm just playing high hedge defense because, like I said, at the end of the day, you really do not want to give up 3-pointers. I jumped just a little bit early. Like, if I could have just ran with him for a split second more, that wouldn't have looked so bad right there, because I jumped at, like, I think 1.1 or 1.2 or something like that. Anyway, you see AK gets the stop and pop 3, misses, but the speed, however, I get to the spot. Now, you see Rebound Chaser does not pop up there. I'm going to detail that tomorrow and my thoughts on Rebound Chaser. Just know I'll detail it just a little bit here. I really don't think y'all need it. But anyway, you see we have a little bit of a miscommunication there. AK with a little bit of an open 3. Probably had me on the roll early on. One thing I will say, AK is an insane scorer. But as you know, with that comes some passing disabilities as well. And now, this right here was just a shot clock problem. And now he's super low on fatigue, or on stamina. So we're coming up here and Kitchen's going to get the ball. Like I said, it's the ability of this 2-ball handler lineup. You see, he is a very good passer, though, however, too. So one thing that is going to be detailed, he will hit me on the really tough passes that we as teammates that play a lot together know that like can be made, as well as he's a great lob passer as well, knows all the situations. Look at this crazy stuff though, bro. Look at this dude dribbling through both of us. It's just crazy how like people really call this like the skillful stuff, man. I don't know, it's crazy to me. Like, so we played stage just a little bit. I'll segue a little bit from the gameplay itself. You see right there though, I could have got a nice lob or maybe even AK on open 3, but I will say we were playing stuff like this all night, where this like stuff like this point guard just dribbling through both of us. It's insane, bro. It's crazy how dudes can just do that and have no repercussions or no problems to like bump steals or the ball getting poked or anything. And it's crazy. It's even crazier to me how dudes were talking about how like, oh, you need to buff unpluckable. It's so unusable. Like, bro, these are the same dudes who dribble like this all game, and just look at him shading. And actually that was a great move. See, now that's what I'm saying. I wish there was more need to do that. Like, if you did the behind the back in that situation, I'm just here to tell you, you really don't lose the ball very often at all. If you did the behind the back in that situation though, Kitchen was playing it, he was shading it perfectly, he led him to the drive. Honestly, at the end of the day, like I said, we have a big lead. Just to kind of run back to that whole point of like how important defense is. We have a big lead and they don't have a three-point shooting big man, so it should be pretty easy to stop the threes, but I get tight-handled, I get hit with the hezi. I just can't contest it enough. I don't know, like, and you see I just run this one-man fast break as well. Just, we had like, I would call even like a 3-on-1, maybe like a 2-on-1. Yeah, we'll call it 2-on-1. You see, I almost get this chase down, and you're gonna see I think I get one later in the game. I don't think this point guard had that great of layup ability, but then again, he is an offensive threat, so he probably, I don't know, that's tough. Like, what you're gonna see later in this game, that's really tough for him, like to be missing some layups like that. Now anyway, you can see we're just running it back to AK, getting the ball back in his hands. Now this is the stuff I'm talking about too. If you would like make this big step up a little more, now granted I'm not setting picks at the moment, so, and you see great stop right here. This is what I'm trying to tell my man a little bit too. When playing with a big like me who can't really shoot, you're gonna have to be a little more patient for me to get to the hoop, because when we can force that 2-on-1 and get this top 5 like point guard dude out of here, the dude in the teal, and when we can get him out of the equation, then it just turns into a 2-on-1. It gets a lot easier. You see my man's Kitch, he got that crazy defense and just out here plucking the ball from the air. You see, great way to set up the 2-on-3 fast break, or 3-on-2 if you will, where AK just gets the open 3. They really probably should have just bailed on me, but like I said, at this point in the game, oh yeah, and here's the crazy chase down, like phantom miss. It's crazy that they did him like that, but at this point in the game, I don't know if you can really, and again, he probably had the open jump shot right there, but still greens it. But I don't know if you can give up easy 2s when you're down by 6 or even 5, just at the fact that like it's a 100% shot and you're already down by way too much. So really you just have to hope for 3-point misses at this point. Now, this game's basically over. 10 to 20 in the stage is essentially like a done deal. There's no coming back from this. It's crazy to like say that, but you're gonna see it's actually kind of funny too, because this is what it turns into. So they end up just literally playing Kitchen in the corner and just leave him. So they double team AK, keep one in the paint on me, and literally just force Kitchen to shoot this corner 3 for game. Now, I'm just going to fast forward a little bit, skip to the whole point of this. As you can see, he's got his takeover, so it's going to demand a double team. But we have 20 points, so it's going to be an easy take to the rim. So you see what they're doing right here. They're double teaming AK, so I have to slip. But when I slip, I roll right into this big man. So it comes down to really, like, AK just wasn't looking to pass enough here, where he should have just dotted the corner. And then, honestly, I get the pass. I have a late pass to Kitchen. This is honestly a bailout possession too. We should not have scored off this, but Kitchen gets off the off dribble midi. I have 6 and 5 for that game. AK with a nice game with 14. Kitchen still had his 2 as well. Great games. I find so much fun in this 10K court, and obviously as a content creator, I love playing on this 10K court too, because the stakes are so much higher and just the competition is higher as well, and I think it's super fun. Now, what I will say before we leave this video, I want to detail that my slasher build, I just think slashers in general, I think they're much more suited for the 3s than a pure rim, like a gigantic pure rim who can't shoot either. And you see that beautiful VC income right there. But I think they're much more suited for the 3s than a gigantic, tall, slow, pure rim But what I will say is to have shooting at that 3 spot is so important in this court, and it's just like that. I mean, it just makes the drive so much easier, and I feel like 2s is more so the spot for slashers to go. Just to be able to get easy 2-point shots, or not even easy, but just when you take 2-point shots and make it take it, it's so much more impactful than to take 2-point shots in stage. As you can see, I mean, we didn't even care to the point sometimes where we would just give up open 2s. Now, what I will say is to wrap this whole video together with the title of the topic of my title was that the whole point is when I come in here with a build that can't shoot at the 3, we need to play great defense so that we can take our 2s when they come. If they're just going to give us easy 2-point shots, we got to take those and play great defense. It's simple as that. So anyway, I wanted to just get that kind of out of the way of as far as like the whole point of this vid. But then also, I hope y'all enjoyed the gameplay itself, those 2 great games as well. And if you guys want to see more of this, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, leave a comment telling me you enjoyed the 3v3 stage gameplays, especially this trio as well. Shout out to my dogs, man. These are my boys. These are my 2 favorite point guards to run with on the game. That always has been since like late last year. But AK, we've been running since like mid to early 2K17. So we got super great chemistry as far as like me and both the guards. It's just the guards together don't have the best chemistry together, but I think we could work at that quite a bit as well. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed. As you see, we're working on that Elite 1 bar pretty soon as well. But hey, like I said, other than that, hope y'all enjoyed. Leave a comment. Go ahead and put 10K in the comments if you made it to the end of the vid. But hey, other than that, like I said, hope y'all enjoyed. Drop a like. Other than that, take it easy, man. Peace.